Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. And if I can get this to cooperate, we're gonna work on that blower motor right there. I have the squirrel fan for it, and a plastic one, and rather than the that other style, the metal one that's on it right now. Which something interesting that I found out when I was doing stuff the other day, or when I was buying stuff the other day, I should say. The factory installed AC on these trucks came with a metal squirrel fan, and the dealer installed air conditioning on these trucks came with a plastic one. So guess which one I have, or which one was in here originally. So anyway, not much to this other than don't break your vacuum lines, this one specifically. And let's see, we have to remove the washer fluid bottle. So you got clearance to get the blower motor out. And the blower motor, there's, I don't know, I think 4 bolts in it. And it comes out. And then we can do the fan, yeah. It's been a long day. Squirrel fan swap. Alright, so we have one extracted blower motor. And that is that. So light. So you can see we've had some mouse problem down in there, and then there's dirt and other cool stuff. But anyway, so as I was saying, I put this metal one on here. The reason I replaced the original was because a mouse chewed it up, honestly. So we put this on here in hopes that that would straighten that out. Well, it did not. So anyway, we are going to try a plastic one, such as this critter right here. So we need an Allen wrench to take this one off with. You can see that set screw in there. So let me fish out one of those things. And maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be this one. That'd be an awful stroke of luck, though. That would be a no, but it's bigger than that. So anyway, I don't have a very good setup of Allen wrenches in here. I had the old Craftsman kit where they all came in a bag. Kind of really sucked. But it was Allen wrenches. So that might do. Why not? Anyway, let me get this off and we'll go from there. Alright, so this took a little bit more persuasion than I thought it was going to. I actually had to take the metal wheel over, clamp it in a vise, use a hammer and punch the motor out of it. And then when we got to put this one on here, I had to take this piece of pipe, set it down over there, and then use a hammer and tap it down on it. Now then, let's see. Kind of bet I need a fuse. Let's see here. The fuse is... Oh, stand up. I guess you don't have to. You can sit right there. That'll be all right. Right there. And then if you look on the back of this, most amazing thing. It tells you what the fuses are. So let's see. Fuse number 1 is heater AC blower. And then number 1, okay, is right here. But my fingers are too fat. Whoops. Have a nice fall. Okay, so hopefully those will work, because if you couldn't hear, it's starting to rain again. This is, I don't even know the name of this hurricane. I gave up watching the news and stuff because I got sick of hearing about the COVIDs, but anyway. Fuse. And according to that, we don't need a fuse, so okay. That was a lot about nothing, wasn't it? Okay. Fingers are still too fat. Make sure I'm not forgetting something here. Nope, that one's good. Alright then. So now, let's well, we'll plug this thing back in and see if it'll run or not. It can't be no worse than what it was. Set it someplace where it's not going to rub. Maybe right there, and then turn it on and see what happens. Well, that's not cool at all. Now it only works on high, and it makes all kinds of racket sitting out here, but anyway, we'll have to put it in the truck and see what it sounds like then. Alright, so since we only have one speed, and that is high, our next logical thing to check is going to be the blower motor resistor, which is that critter right there. So let me spin the bolts out of that. Screws, bolts, whatever we're going to call it. And we'll take them out, take that thing out, and have a peek at it. Okay, so here we have our resistor. And let's see. If I'm correct, which I probably am, we should have. Get this over where maybe you guys can see it. This should be for first speed, second speed, third speed, and then fourth speed should be just straight up power from the switch to the motor, putting out battery voltage going into the motor. That's what it should be. Okay. This one, while it does not look bad, something funky is going on. So now I need a meter so we can test this and see what the deal is. Because, yeah, I was expecting it to be visually burnt, and it's not. So, could be good, could be bad. Might be the switch in the dash. Okay, so I'm just going to try and go through these one at a time here. Hopefully you should be able to see that meter. So anyway, That one looks pretty good. How do you test this critter? If I'm looking at this correctly. Well, alright, we're going to have to pop this thing out of the wiring harness so we can see what we got here. That's just all there is to that. Okay, so we got it out of there. Set that there for a second. And, you know, I hate taking apart 25-year-old connectors because most of the time you end up breaking them. But we couldn't test it any other way, so we'll just have to deal with that later if it becomes a problem. As tight as it was getting out of there, it shouldn't ever be a problem. So anyway, how I think they did this, hopefully, let me get my light and put it over here where we can see, maybe. So how I think they did this is they put, this should be the power going out to the motor. So then when you switch 1, 2, 3, it should be jumping power between these three, and it should come out between this one, or this one, and it should come out right there. That's the theory I'm going to go with anyway. So now, get this out of the way so you can see the meter again. I'm going to see if I can get something going here. I'm going to see if I can or not. If I can get it to cooperate, that is. So anyway, we have that's probably too high. That's, well, you know, without knowing for sure, probably about what it should be. And that's pretty much, yeah, pretty much open. So anyway, all right. Just for a real good solid test, what we're going to do next, drop the blower motor, unplug the blower motor, like so. Set it over here out of the way again because, well, probably not going to need it anymore today. And then I need this creature right here. Drop that into there so I get a good dependable negative like that. Change this to voltage, DC voltage. And then, let's see here. So in low setting on the blower, we give well, we should have power here anyway, but we don't seem to. We do not have power. Okay then. Let's see then. So I've got 11 volts here, but nothing on that. So I wonder, because yeah, 11, which is battery, right? Pretty much. Yeah, 11.4 there, so we dropped a little bit, but it's not that bad. That would not make any sense if it does that, but then again, it's a Ford, right? So maybe that's what it does. By George, that's what it does. It varies resistance to ground. Or does it? Odd that they all have the same resistance. Except this one. That one doesn't have power on it either. Oh, well. Okay then. I guess now it's time to take the dash apart so we can see if something funky is going on in there. Alright, so we got it out, obviously. Trim piece is just a pop-in deal. The one that goes across here, that is just a pop-in deal. Then there's 2 screws that holds this piece on, and 4 screws that holds that piece in. So if I do have a problem with my, try not to bust the damn thing, pulling it out of here. With the switch itself, you can replace just this blower motor switch, which is that one there. This is your water valve control, the one that makes it hot or cold. That one. And then this one here, the one that moves all the doors and stuff with vacuum. So it has the mess of vacuum hoses down here on the bottom of it. Move this so we can see, maybe. See, that one has the vacuum hoses all on it, which is, it's really fun if we have to replace that. So, all that being said, now we need to, what can we do? Simplest thing would be to just pop that connector apart and then test the switch. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so I kind of ran off and left you, but anyway, we tore this thing down looking for pretty much anything. I have power coming into here. I had nothing on the blower motor switch, but I have power here. And this is where your power comes from. Should be power coming from here going out to your blower switch. Excuse me. And then yeah, anyway, so basically the blower switch should be moving, doing something, moving power around, and I don't see how it accomplishes this. at this point in time because, well, actually, there almost has to be a relay in this system somewhere. But anyway, we're gonna do, I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see what I'm doing, but anyway, a little bit more poking here for tonight because it's getting late. I don't know what you're gonna be able to see. Anyway, surely you can see that, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna go terminal to terminal on the switch and see if we make any contact at all on the meter. So terminal, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. And nothing. Boop, 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 boop. What was that? It blinked. What did it blink about? Was it just the way I was holding? Yeah, it must have just been the way I was holding the leads. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. It's an index switch. Extra points if you know what that is. Okay, so now on 4 we have continuity through the switch to all 4 leads. Okay, so now I should have continuity on 2 leads, right? So now I'll have to ponder. I think that should be, yeah, that should be low. And then now I have no continuity at all. So okay then. Alright. So we're getting places, whether it feels like it or not. Next up, power. Do we have power going to the switch? Because there's got to be power coming into this thing somewhere. Or at least you would think. Get this dang meter untwisted again. Okay, so I don't have any power there now. Let's see here. I need another one of these knobs. Make sure that this thing is in the on position, which I don't believe it is now. So that should be... Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. That's the AC clutch kicking in. And there it kicks in again when you go to defrost. If you didn't know, all vehicles do that. When you turn on the defrost, the AC compressor kicks on to help dry the air. So anyway, now that we know, I'm landing on the airbag. Quit that. Okay, so we have no power on that at all. So I'm really beginning to wonder if this is a ground switch circuit, which would be very, very odd to say the least. But anyway, let's see. What do I do with the switch? There it is right there. That. Well, it works on 4, nothing else. And of course it doesn't even make the funny noises now, so that's cool. So this is working. When you take it all away, you eliminate, when you turn it on high, you should eliminate the resistor, but the resistor would appear to be working too. I kind of hate to throw parts at it, but might just have to pick up a resistor tomorrow, right? Probably be the simple thing to do. Or I should say, see if I can pick up a resistor tomorrow, because, you know, nobody stocks parts for 25-year-old trucks anymore. They got to order them. But if I call early enough in the morning, I might be able to get away with it. So anyway, guess that's all for now, guys. This was not the events I was hoping to transpire tonight, but it's what happened, so there you go. Thanks for watching. Be back later. Be back tomorrow, probably. It's still raining. It's, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30-ish, 8:45 on a Thursday night. So, yeah, on Thursday night. So I should have another day out of the field to do stuff then, it sounds like. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow.